Yeah, I was kind of on my own a little bit. Like they took my bike to the track, but you know, I kind of I was like privateer, Suzuki kind of guy, kind of. Mm-hmm. But the good part about that was, even though Roger DeCosta was a team manager, I was able to kind of do what I wanted with my bike.
Nice.
And so, you know,
you had a little bit more free range with
back then. They had those conventional forks on there that were really, really soft and like not good. So after the first 2 rounds, I stuck my Honda forks on there from my production bike. The next 3rd round, then I won.
No way.
Yeah. So
there's no way a team's letting anybody do that now.
No, Albertina and LaRocca were pissed because they couldn't switch the parts.
And instantly your bike was better.
Oh, 100% better. I put the upside downs back on, you know, the standard Honda forks from my practice bike the year before. Showa, all Showa stuff. It went from Showa to Showa, but
same
just took them off my practice bike.
And
man, it was just like night and day difference. So it was an interesting year. You know, it was fun. A lot of growing up, a lot of fun. You know, when I kind of needed that reset. I mean, we had a lot of parties that year, and we were actually having fun that year. Not concentrating that much on Supercross and motocross, but just having a blast.
Just a year of like just being yourself and going back to like being normal.
It just felt free, you know. And you know, then '98 was when I hooked up with Chaparral and Larry, and the rest is history. You know, we started riding Yamahas, and that was when Lusk switched from Yamaha to Honda because I left, and then I went to Yamaha, and that bike was a lot like my 96 CR. We took some work with the clutch, Wayne Henson and Ron and the boys at Henson Racing really helped out the bike as far as the clutching goes. They also worked on my Suzuki too, but really we had a tough time figuring that bike out. But yeah, my Yamaha was awesome. Started winning again, and
was that the 1-800 collect bike? Or was that the next year?
No, I think I was 1-800 collect because I was 1-800 collect on Suzuki.
Oh yeah.
Then in '98 I came out. It was a Chaparral Yamaha 1-800 collect. Then '99 was like a Chaparral Mazda.
Yeah, I remember the Mazda.
Right, and then like the next year's night it was just strictly Mazda. Right, Mazda was the title sponsor. Yeah, it was just big on the shroud. I remember. And I had my own team in 2000. Right, so I got my own semi and my own stuff.
How was it doing your own team?
You know, it was cool. I think we had, you know, look, it's hard being as cool as it is being a pioneer and stuff, being the first doing it. It's a tough road to hoe, you know.
It's almost easier spending everyone else's money and letting them do it.
Yeah, I had 6-7 employees, but it was an avenue to go get Bud Light. You know, it was an avenue
that was one of my questions.
It was an avenue to go get bigger sponsors where you're not tied to that corporate thing.
No one was doing that back then.
Yeah, we had Mazda, we had 1-800 collect, we had you know, Bud Light back then, and we had bigger sponsors than anybody, even the factory team. So
who did the Bud Light deal?
Subkovic did it.
He knew the dudes, or he just reached out?
No, we still have some really cool stuff. I should bring it to a pod one time. We got all these boards that we made that we sent out to all kinds of people, probably 35, 40 of them as a sponsorship deck with these pictures of, you know, whatever it was, Bud Light, whether it was, you know, Tide detergent, you know,
just mocked everything.
Just mocked all the stuff and sent it. And then we started getting meetings. So Scott and I went back to Anheuser-Busch and yeah, it was cool, man. We had a great little meeting with those guys. And at the 12th hour, it almost didn't happen, right? We were in the beginning, 180 energy drink is what it was going to be.
Oh, no way.
They had this drink, it's called 180, and the logo was like upside down or right. It's 180, right? And it was the kind of like Hanson's had energy drink back then, right? But Anheuser-Busch was starting to come in with something. It was way before Monster. And then at the 12th hour, they pulled it. They're like, nope, we're not doing it. And we're like, shit hit the fan. It was like, whoa, this is $1 million deal. And so we got on a plane, went straight to St. Louis, back to Anheuser-Busch, and talked about it. And they decided to move me because I was riding Yamaha. So they decided to move me over to Bud Light.
Because it was blue?
Yeah, it was blue, and which was cool, right? I mean, it was pretty awesome of Anheuser-Busch to do that.
It worked out.
And it was probably still today, one of the coolest sponsors that you could ever have in Supercross anyway.